good or bad, is the fact that we didn't go to this election for the purpose of competing, for going through the rule of law. If it does not go our way, I say something, Vera, maybe you are right somehow. If Mr. Bola Tinubu lost this election, it's not unlikely that he will also be towing this line. So what does that tell you? 9 blind men of Hindustan, we see things differently. And because we continue to see things differently, we are not going to accept arbitration. Supreme Court has come on board. I think this is the gaslighting of the highest order. I think it's not responsible. I think it's setting people out to go on arms. You want to now make yourself available. Tong made the point that she does not necessarily believe that if they came together, it may go this way or may go that way. That's the only way. Look, you cannot win elections in this country without making sure you have your imprint in the 6 geopolitical zones. And the results that we are getting is such that people are virtually warlords in separate areas. Tinubu was the only person that had his imprint, like him or dislike him, in all the 6 geopolitical zones. And if the others are not able to close that, I'm afraid you failed, like even before you get into the other field of play. The other aspect about morality, perjury, and what have you have for years. Go out there and go and build your case so that a Bola Tinubu does not come for the second time. Is that hard things for you to do? If you are not doing that, and all you are now telling me is the fact that when we get there, our votes are not going to count, it means you do not have faith in yourself, in process and rule of law. Pure and simple.
Well, if you ask me, I just think the 2 gentlemen are behaving like little children throwing tantrums. They need to go and sit down. It's time they sit down. The Supreme Court has spoken. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it. And you see, there's nothing, for me, there's nothing more important than respecting yourself. We as individuals, as human beings, in the course of our lifetime, people have cheated us time and time again. And it hurts so deeply, it hurts so bad. But what do you do sometimes? You don't necessarily have to fight back. You don't have to become a child and start throwing tantrums.
You stoop to conquer.
You stoop to conquer. They say he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day. Sometimes you need to re-strategize and stop being stubborn about the whole thing. Yes, you may feel cheated, but what is the way forward as we speak, after the Supreme Court has ruled? I just think they should just go, sit down and re-strategize. And I repeat again, there are lots of people who love Peter Obi, who supported him, who don't like Atiku at all. So, sir, I repeat that it may be the big strategy, it may be it may look like the winning team for the next election if both of them come together. But I tell you, the dislike that some people have for our elder statesman will make them, turn away from supporting Obi, and vice versa. So that may not necessarily, I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but I'm saying it may not work. Now mind my words, it may not work because you never can tell. It's just all we speak now are based on assumptions. We never know what the reality is because we are not living in the future. And yes, I know that in politics, certain things have to be done and put in place, for you to achieve success. And yes, but they can be done. Those things can be done in a different way, and then, they achieve success. I really don't know how it will pan out if Atiku and Obi come together now after this one. But I'm saying if they had done this before now, have been able to be a little more competitive. This is my thinking, but I still stand my ground.
Time will tell. There's something that is hidden here, and I'm happy we are not bringing it to fore. We are talking about ethnicity, we are talking about strategy, we are hiding our heads under the sand. We also know religion is another one that, look at the body language. If we are not careful,
that's bad.
If we are not careful, is going to be pitching the Christians against the Muslims in this country.
That's what they're trying to do.
My point is simple. To my dear sister.
Yes, sir.
Time will tell.
What is your point on religion, sir?
My point on religion
Yes.
is that we are hiding it, and it is
in this particular instance.
In this particular
yes.
instance,
yes.
I said, look at the body language. Asking somebody to go back and take their country. What are you saying?
Okay, now I get it.
Asking somebody to go and take back their country. So the Muslims will now sit down and then we're looking at you and be smiling.
Right.
You understand?
You're right. Because I am from Delta State. My mom is from Oyo State. And my mom is from a Muslim home. Are you saying I'm going to divide myself? I think you're right about it.
Yes, so
because
you see, we need to understand the point.
We need to understand the point.
To be able to talk about it, and that's why I kept asking, because I was thinking that, because I talked about their re-strategizing, and I thought you were saying that, because the Muslims.
I pray I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong.
Yes, you are right.
You're right.
I pray I'm wrong, but Atiku came with a press conference. Obi came with a press conference. Mark my words. See what's going to happen. Before you know what is happening, Murik will now then come and say, wait, as far as they are concerned, we may not be speaking about it now. What the vice president of Labour, Dati, what he did during the elections, and people played it down. He went for these elections, what and all, he lost, and still holding on to it. I think that is dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it's not only dangerous. Don't forget what we are having between the Palestinians and the Gaza, not necessarily religion. By the time it comes into Nigeria, we may hear when, and that is why
but that's true.
I am saying,
no, that's the truth.
The wisdom of elders sometimes, like you said, it's not necessarily that you don't feel the pain. An elder feels the pain and will leave the small child or the small children
to misbehave,
and then they will go burn their fingers and then come back. But I told you so. But you should be able to come back. We don't want a situation we will not be able to come back to a Nigeria. I think that was terrible gaslighting.
Yeah,
I think it is not. It is unacceptable. And I told you, we have seen a situation where the war has been won. The battle of Nigeria is not something that can be won in 4, 5, 10 years. If Nigeria will continue, and I don't have a problem if you don't want to join hands, go into opposition. Opposition will now make Ebola Tinubu put his
challenge,
put his feet to the fire.
I think the way to go is not to fight quarrel. They should just allow.
The next thing that I'm going to see, I've come back to this point because I'm human. I do not want to see any of the appeal judges. I don't want to see any of the Supreme Court judges being dragged. I'm afraid being killed just because you are happy, just because of some of the rhetorics that we are finding in here.
That's what I
speak responsibly, and I speak as a Nigerian. If you touch that fire, we think we have a battle. It will turn into battle again.
What fire, sir? I always want to be clear.
No, you should go to fire.
Okay, now the truth.
The rhetorics is wrong. The correlation of the rhetorics is wrong. The Supreme Court has made a pronouncement. We should abide by it.
We should abide by it and move on.
Yes. Okay, so
we should go back to the drawing board and re-strategize.
I think so.
Let me tell you, you see, if those people are not power mongers, I'm sorry to use that word. I see them as power mongers. In the first step, why did not Atiku and Obi, why didn't they come together? So they would have won this election. That is dead.
That is it's
I'm telling you, but moving on, if they had come together, they would have won. I'm telling you,
absolutely.
but because they are power mongers, their selfishness, their stinginess, they are telling us they are for the people. But between you and I, we know they are not for the people. They are for themselves. They are fighting for themselves.
Hello.
That is what all of them
While we are
fighting
that,
for.
I can face that it was worst in this wise. He stood. We knew this thing should now be rotated, like it or not, to the south. Why on earth would an Atiku not want to support
Peter Obi?
And I know the reason why.
And even sir,
I will tell you the reason why. I'm afraid I have friends in the north that once it's a northern, we take decisions, we decide PDP and come to the southeast, and we're beginning to see that alignment even now. We are beginning to see that alignment now.
I think we should just allow the president's rule. The Supreme Court has given their verdict. Let's just calm down and allow him rule.
I think we are calm down.
Before they calm down, you need to give them a reason to calm down. So if you're telling people to calm down without giving them
Can I talk?
I have a lot to say.
Don't please stop.
Okay. So, well, I want to agree with you, so that it doesn't seem like she's always on the other side and not on the other side. I'm agreeing with you. You know, such statements should not have been made.
Should never have come.
Never ever have been made, because, like Tessie rightly said, we're sitting on the head of gunpowder, and when you say those kind of things, then you want to start something that will probably go out and get out of hands. You won't be able to handle it yourself. So I have summarized it all. This man, this young man, and the older man should go and sit down in his place, get his followers, get their parties, you know, and
Don't be careful. Well, how you call him old man? He's very, very young.
Well,
he will not agree that he's old.
Well, it's relative.
It's just
a number.
It's a thing of the mind.
He says he's young. He's young. That's to him.
But I think they shouldn't
cause
trouble.
They're causing,
Allow the president just continue for 4 years.
Yes.
Let's see him for 4 years.
Let's see what he
we shouldn't incite. No.
Well,
just allow him rule. Give him space, 4 years. Let's see what he has to.
You don't have to congratulate him. Go into opposition and have effective
That's
opposition.
That's why democracy. You have an opposition,
yes.
And it should be a healthy.
It should be healthy.
So if you decide you are going to do that, and then you are now
let's just accept this. My own take is just about the Supreme Court. They've given their verdict. Why not just
Supreme Court and the religious sentiment was trying to cash in.
I don't want to even hear anything religious.
Be careful.
Because
about 8 million people voted. 8 million people voted for
my brother, the Christians. So where do you want me to
8 million people voted for Tinubu. They too have interest. Let's be very careful here.
So, all in all,
it won't help us if we begin to.
We just want a good Nigeria.
Good governance.
Yes, I mean we can't have a better Nigeria if we don't have good governance.
We do not want all this talk about
SUVs at our expense.
Thank you very much.
People spending our.
Those are the things I thought I was going to hear.
I don't want to hear
your son appearing in
First Lady's office.
Those are the things I expect. Not you now be saying things. That's not how to play your.
I want to say something.
Say it.
You see that national television yesterday, like he knows we are emotional people. He's asking Nigeria to take back their country. Where are his children? Are his children not Nigerians? These children should come back and take the country for us if they think the country has been stolen. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of hardship in the land. We don't need all those things. There is war on social media as I speak. When you go to this comment section, it has gotten to a point that they'll say, I stay in this place in UK, come and meet me and you will see.
Honestly, you know what?
I'm telling you, there is war.
Paying any mind.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, something like Dati and his statement.
That one is not even.
It's not an issue.
The thing is, how do we get the dollar come down? How the dollar come down.
You're not telling us about the
rice has to come back to
I want to
5,000 we used to buy.
Headed in their farmland. Those are issues we should be looking at.
School fee from 90 what?
We should
It's now 250.
We should get our country back.
Food feeding, talkless of paying. You know, things are going the way it shouldn't. We should just allow things be for now and let's allow the president to handle this thing. That's my take. Let him make sure we can feed. Let the poor breathe.
And let him make sure that he's fair to all manner of men and women. And let him lead by example. That is what I expect to see. That's what I expect to see. Wow. Not incitement. I'm sorry.
All right, it's still the bumper breakfast, and there's another one trending again, of which I want to shake the table somehow, because I wonder why Akpabio will still be collecting pension.
It's painful.
What's the meaning of all this? What is happening?
Why are you asking?
Why can't they emulate Benga Daniel that said they should not pay him again as the former governor?
Excuse me.
And they will still want to get 130 SUVs and they're still collecting salary. They're collecting salary.
Hello. Madam Tessie. Wait, you before. No, hang on. Hang on. I climb on your back to say there is no sense of shame. And when it comes to things like this, whether it's obedient, whether it's articulate, whether it's Baptist, they are all united. They are all united.
I'm telling you.
I am happy we have a second governor who is told Dan Kwabo has decided that, look, no more, I do not want. Do you know how that came about? That came about also because we keep on talking about it. We keep on Dan Kwabo, a PDP person.
I'm sorry,
so the more
agree with everything we are discussing here. I refuse to accept it. If we look, if we say this phone is black, let's not say it is shades of black. We see it as black, it is black. The leadership has to intervene in this matter. Why is it under this leadership that this kind of thing is happening?
No, it's been happening before this leadership.
Excuse me.
No.
Allow me to land, sir. Why is it, look, we said it was a change, didn't we say that? So everything that we saw that was doing wrong. They were doing wrong. We're here to rectify that. Is that not the plan? The plan is that we're going to rectify this thing.
But is that not what we are saying?
No, I want you to land.
Is that not what we are saying? We are saying the same thing.
Can we allow her land so that I can take over? So that I can talk.
Because when she said this leadership,
we said no.
I don't think it's this leadership. I think this leadership is also a culprit there.
Yes,
what she's saying.
I'm saying they are all the same. What I'm saying is that I said it behind camera. I said there's no Messiah here. We don't have a Messiah yet.
Yes.
So let nobody come and start painting a perfect picture to me. I don't see perfection. I don't even see any trace of it at all. So let's not celebrate what should not be celebrated.
We are not I'm not celebrating it.
Look, listen, I believe that we have a long way to go. We have not even started to scratch the surface. Therefore, the leadership, we have entrusted the leadership of Nigeria into the hands of a particular person and the team.
Yes.
Please lead us aright. If this thing that this man is doing or this Senate is doing is wrong, can you come out and say it is wrong?
Okay. Can I
Can you come out and say that
I will allow you so that you can answer both. You can answer both of us together.
This is where the knowledge. This is where the knowledge of the Constitution that we are operating.
Are we following this Constitution at all?
No, hang on. The president can influence. The president has no powers.
I know that, but he can come out and make his.
No, I think I need to talk.
Let me learn. Yes. He can influence, and we are saying the same thing.
Okay.
We have a labor. That will go out on the streets and decide, no, this is not happening and all that, and things seem to be quiet when they are talking about SUVs. We have as a Labour Congress. Now we also have parties that have told us that look, we knew whatever it is, whether it's the party that was voted or the parties that are supposed to be in opposition, when they are now sharing, like they say, when you are eating you don't talk. It's unfortunate. You are just talking about, we are even talking, what about security? What about so many other things that we need to put together?
I think this discussion, you just said it the way it is, and I like that. If His Excellency, Your Excellency, sir, please, this matter shouldn't even have come up at all. If you say you want to lead us well, and you say you're feeling the pulse of the people, and you came up to say, let the poor breathe, I do not expect this to even get to the papers.
I agree.
Once they perceive it, or they planned it, I know he's aware of it. You cannot tell me he's not aware of it. I think he will have just ruled it out. Say, don't try it. I don't want this. So when this comes up and the people start arguing, you will now come up and say, okay, that's wrong. Your body language, your actions should be the same. You shouldn't say because these are your team and you allow them misbehave. How can you tell me on earth where people cannot feed well, they cannot even, a sachet, bottled water, just 10 pieces bottle, carbonated 10. You're buying for 1,000 plus. How will you even buy meat in the market? Beef.
Vera, what you have said just
we shouldn't allow this.
And what Tom is saying, is there anybody that says that is wrong? Are you saying that I've said that is wrong?
That's what I'm saying. No. We're saying the same tempo will bring